What is up guys, Just Massey here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your weekly dose of transfer gossip. I'm fully aware this video is one day late, but I did explain why in yesterday's video in fact, and we've got quite a lot of good rumours to get through today. In fact, the last 3 or 4 days of rumours have been very good. But before we get any further, as always, if you could show support on the video by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and in the comments below, let me know your thoughts on today's rumours, and then what rumours I should do in the next episode. And it is crazy that we're nearly a week into December already, 3 weeks away or just over 3 weeks until the transfer window opens itself. I'm absolutely buzzing, and of course things will resume from normal from there. Every single day there'll be a transfer video. So starting off today, we have got Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting linked to Stoke City and multiple other Premier League clubs. Also, I forgot to mention, if you missed my previous video, it will be down below in the description box. So Choupo-Moting, first up, according to the Sentinel, they're saying that Stoke are keeping tabs on Schalke striker Choupo-Moting, and the Cameroon international is seen as a replacement for Wilfried Bony, who's reportedly on the radar of the Chinese Super League in January. Choupo-Moting is out of contract in the summer. So that was from Sunday's stories. Now on Monday, the Daily Mirror have added that Southampton have joined Stoke City in monitoring Schalke forward Choupo-Moting. Again, has 6 months left on his current contract with the Bundesliga outfit. So he could be a Premier League player very, very soon. Next up, we go on to Mitrovic, currently playing for Newcastle, again linked to multiple Premier League clubs, in particular West Ham and Crystal Palace. So a lot of papers are currently reporting this rumour, but not many are elaborating on it too much, other than the fact that both clubs are currently fighting it out for the Newcastle man. He's been there a year. I think right now in the Championship he's doing okay or pretty well for himself, so obviously understandable why he's been linked back to the Premier League. Now we go on to Cesc Fabregas, a big one, linked back to Arsenal. So according to the Express, the Gunners are preparing to make a shock January swoop for their former captain, who's only been a bit part player under Antonio Conte at Chelsea. They're also saying that it's actually a replacement for the currently injured Santi Cazorla, who could be out for a long, long time. But Arsene Wenger has pretty much crushed all these rumours already, because he said yesterday or the other day, talk about Santi Cazorla's injury, will it force him to dip into the transfer market? His response was no, not really. Firstly, we have the numbers and quality in midfield. Secondly, in January, you won't necessarily find another Cazorla. And to be fair, I do understand where he's coming from, because right now, if you look at the January transfer window, most signings, they tend to be players that are filling gaps that have been left from the start of the season till then, and also a lot of panic buys. Whereas Santi Cazorla, he's a top-class midfielder, and it's not easy to replace him at all, and he will be back probably by March. Now we go on to a guy I mentioned last week, Kessie, who currently plays in the Serie A. And according to Calcio Mercato, Serie A champion Juventus are leading the pursuit of Atalanta midfielder Frank Kessie, with Premier League title hopefuls Chelsea and Arsenal set to be disappointed in their efforts to land the Ivory Coast international. And in regards to silver players on FIFA Ultimate Team, if he does go to Juventus, I'm assuming he will get a January upgrade. I'm not sure what his base card is, but it could be an awesome card for hybrids. And now on to a potential double swoop for Everton according to the Express. They're saying that Everton have asked questions about the possibility of taking Wayne Rooney and Memphis Depay from Manchester United, with the Toffees open to a loan or permanent agreement for the England international striker and the Dutch winger. Obviously, it would be a return for Wayne Rooney back to his former club, and they did play yesterday in a 1-1 draw where Ibra scored a really nice chip, but Stekelenburg, not sure what he's doing. Fellaini came on, and 1 minute later or 2 minutes later, he conceded a penalty. And to be honest, that kind of sums up his Manchester United career so far, but Rooney linked back to Everton in yesterday's papers. Now we go on to Morgan Schneiderlin, another United player linked with a move away. The source is a Daily Telegraph, and they're saying that Everton and West Brom are preparing £20 million offers for United midfielder Schneiderlin, with the France international currently out of favour at Old Trafford and likely to move on in the January transfer window. And when he first joined them, he was supposed to be a massive signing for them. He was an unbelievable CDM or a controlling anchor type player for Southampton, moved to United, really didn't work out for him too well. Was also linked to the likes of Arsenal on that before he made the switch to Old Trafford. And the reason I didn't show an Everton card for Memphis Depay is because of this rumour right here, according to Tutto Mercato. So they are saying that Manchester United have received a loan bid from Roma for Memphis Depay, with an option to make the move permanent at the end of the season for €25 million or £21 million. And given the fact it's been 18 months or so since he joined United, really hasn't made an impact whatsoever, has been a bench player, sometimes not even making the squad. He does have a lot of potential still in him, but he needs first team football, regular first team football, to kind of help him achieve that. And right now at United it's not working out too well. At Roma it could change things for him. Next up we go into a very good silver player on FIFA Ultimate Team, and Didi, currently playing the Belgian Pro League, but according to Sky sources, Leicester City are close to agreeing a deal with Belgian side Genk to sign teenage midfielder Ndidi. With add-ons for appearances and international recognition, the total fee could rise to £15 million if terms can be finalised once next month's transfer window opens. And Ranieri is keen to add to his midfield options after losing Kante to Chelsea in the summer. It was initially thought that Mendy would come in and be the replacement for Kante, but I think he has had quite a few injuries every now and then. And in regards to FIFA Ultimate Team, I definitely would want this card on foot, especially as a Premier League silver, as a DM with those type of stats. Next up we go on to a guy I can't pronounce his name, I'm going to call him Lucas, linked to a few Premier League clubs. The source is Corriere dello Sport, and they're saying that both Liverpool and West Ham are keeping a close eye on loan Anderlecht striker, again Lucas I'm going to call him, who's bagged 13 goals in 15 games during his time in Belgium. Honestly, I've never seen him play before. The only time I've recognised his name though, I think he got a team of the season a couple of years ago on FIFA Ultimate Team. That's basically where it ends for me. But I think we are in the market for a striker probably in January, because we've got quite a lot of injuries stacking up, as well as Sadio Mane going to the African Cup of Nations. And now a current Liverpool player linked with a move away, but apparently he will be staying according to pretty much every single source. But the source I'm reading off is the Daily Mirror, and they're saying that Liverpool will rebuff West Ham's attempts to sign Daniel Sturridge in January. The Hammers are willing to spend big on the England forward, but Jurgen Klopp wants to keep everyone except Mamadou Sakho until the end of the season. And now on to a centre-back I rate very, very highly. I say it every single time, Van Dijk of Southampton, linked to Manchester City and a couple of other clubs. Southampton could struggle to keep hold of Van Dijk in January, as he reportedly has a buyout clause of £25 million according to the Sunday People. United, City and Everton are all reportedly plotting a move for the centre-back, who's impressed at the heart of Southampton's backline this season. Now after our collapse yesterday against Bournemouth, a lot of that was to do with Lovren and Lucas just not working at all well together in the slightest. So Van Dijk, I'd happily take him at Liverpool, but right now I think he'll cost a lot of money and it could put a lot of clubs off, but honestly, you'd probably get very good value for money out of him. Next up is Luis Gustavo, linked to a move to the Serie A according to Calcio Mercato. Juventus and Inter Milan are keen to sign Luis Gustavo from Wolfsburg, with the Brazilian open to a move following the club's poor start to the season. I haven't actually seen how poorly Wolfsburg are doing, but this move could well happen and be quite a nice card for FIFA Ultimate Team. And obviously he's played for Bayern Munich before, so he's obviously got experience at the top level. Now we go on to Manolo Gabbiadini, linked to Everton. Everton have had a £14.5 million bid rejected for Napoli striker Gabbiadini, according to Calcio Mercato. Gabbiadini has fallen down the pecking order at the Italian club, however it's reported they want closer to £20 million for the player. And the Daily Mirror added to this today by saying that Everton will continue their push to sign him as a potential replacement for Romelu Lukaku, despite having a £14.5 million bid rejected. And I'm pretty sure he was linked to a move to the Premier League in the summer, so it could be one to watch out for. Now we go on to Ivan Rakitic, linked to Manchester United. It's a very, very short story, but it does say, according to Don Ballon by the way in Spain, Jose Mourinho is keen to sign Ivan Rakitic from Barcelona as he looks to find a partner for Paul Pogba in the Old Trafford midfield. And pretty much every single transfer window, United are linked to a lot of players, but right now, since the Paul Pogba one in particular, it going through and stuff, I'm pretty certain there'll be a lot of rumours that are BS surrounding them. And this one could fall into that category. Next up we go on to Mesut Ozil, linked to return back to Real Madrid. Mesut Ozil has not ruled out a return to Real Madrid in the future. The Germany international left the Bernabeu in 2013 to join Arsenal, where he's under contract until 2018. He was asked by Madrid-based paper Marca, or Marca, I'm not sure how you say it, I've kind of forgotten since the summer, but he's asked about speculation he could go back to Madrid. His reply was, "You never know what might happen in the future. We'll see. I'm very happy playing for a club as big as Arsenal, which has incredible fans. I enjoy playing in London a lot, but in football, you never know." They also questioned him by saying, does he regret leaving Madrid? His response, I do not make mistakes. I'm happy to have taken this adventure in England, which has helped me grow as a player and as a person. And he also reiterated, I'm also very happy to be at a club as big as Arsenal. So don't worry, Arsenal fans, for the near future, he'll be staying with you and potentially signing a new contract. Next up, we go on to Koulibaly linked back to Chelsea after a big rumour in the summer. So a couple of sources are saying that Chelsea will wait until next summer before launching another £50 million bid for Kalidou Koulibaly because they do not want to splash out on the defender only to lose him to the African Cup of Nations in January. The second to last one actually includes Cristiano Ronaldo linked to Barcelona, but this one isn't for the upcoming future. In fact, it was from a long time ago. Former Barca president Joan Laporta has claimed the club almost signed Real Madrid star Cristiano Ronaldo in 2003 before he joined Manchester United. And his quote said, "We had signed Ronaldinho, Rafael Marquez, Ricardo Quaresma, and also we're in the process of reconstruction throughout the whole club." Ronaldo was at Sporting at the time before Manchester United, and we were speaking with his agent who wanted to sell us Deco. We said that we couldn't because we weren't able to spend that much money at the time. So he told us he had another really good kid. It was Ronaldo. He had a deal with United for 19 million euros, but we were offered him for 17. But could you even imagine Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi in the same team? It'd be absolute madness. But now we're going to the final one today. It involves this man, Carlos Tevez, linked to the Chinese Super League. Chinese Super League side Shanghai Shenhua look to be closing in on the signing of Argentine striker Carlos Tevez. They are currently managed by former Sunderland boss Gus Poyet and have been linked to a massive move for former United and City striker Tevez. They're desperate to sign Tevez, who currently has 2 years left on his contract at his boyhood club Boca Juniors, and the club said they've made a breakthrough in negotiations. The president said in an interview he didn't want to say it was a done deal just yet, but is confident of securing the 32-year-old. "We have done a lot of work on trying to sign Tevez. It's safe to say there has been a definite breakthrough in negotiations, but for a variety of reasons we have not sealed the deal. Their club have problems that are still yet to be resolved, and I'll spare you the details. We will continue to put greater effort into this and strive to give our supporters a pleasant surprise as soon as possible." The Argentine has reportedly been offered a contract worth £33.4 million per season to move to China. Should the move go through, Tevez would be one of many top players currently playing in China, the likes of Hulk, Lavezzi, Graziano Pella, Alex Teixeira, Renato Augusto and Jackson Martinez are all playing their trade in the Super League at present. And I'm pretty certain he won't be the last big name player linked to a move to China and potentially go through with it, because there's so many big players, like I mentioned before, currently playing there. The money they can offer, it can't really be matched. But that, guys, is going to be this week's transfer rumours, all summed up in this video. So as always, if you enjoyed it, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content. In the comments below, let me your thoughts on today's rumours and let rumours I should do in the next episode. And finally, if you missed my previous video, it'll be down below in the description box. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.